Hi, my name is Brandon Vickerd. I'm the chair of the Department of Visual Arts and Art History at York University, and today we're going to talk a bit about how to put together a portfolio as part of your application to the Bachelor of Fine Arts program in Studio Arts. Your portfolio is completely submitted online, and it consists of 8 works of art. First off, keep in mind that all your digital images have to be high quality. You can be the most fantastic painter in the world, but if your image is blurry or I can't tell what it is I'm looking at, then your application is actually going to be harmed by that submission. A couple of other things to keep in mind are file format. So we accept JPEGs and PDFs. If you upload some other kind of file format, the evaluator is not going to be able to look at it, and we won't be able to successfully evaluate your application. Another key tip to keep in mind is that the files are limited to 5 megabytes. When you log on to the online portal, there's going to be a questionnaire that asks you questions about your aspirations and your goals in the field of the arts. A lot of people think they can just skip this and allow the portfolio to speak for them, but it's really crucial that you take the time and you answer these questions, because it gives the evaluator a sense of who you are as an artist, as a student, and to understand whether you're a good fit for our program. Your portfolio is going to be based on 2 criteria, and that is imagination and technical skill. We look for 8 works of art that show a blend of these 2 things. You can be the most technically proficient painter in the world who can do fantastic renderings, but if we look at your portfolio and we don't see some form of imagination coming across in your work, then it's going to harm your application. The same thing goes if you're an extremely imaginative person, but you don't have the technical skill to properly communicate these ideas that you've come up with. So as an evaluator, we look for a blend of technical skill and imagination throughout the entire portfolio. One tip I like to offer is that since you're only allowed 8 works of art in your portfolio, if you have a series or a triptych, which is 3 paintings that belong together, you can include them as a single work of art. The key thing to do here is to take pictures of that work of art or that series and collage them together into a single JPEG or into a single PDF and upload it as a single work of art. All portfolios that we're evaluating need to consist of at least 2 medium, and they also need to include a sketchbook. As the applicant, you should choose works of art in different media that best demonstrate your aptitude as an emerging artist and your potential as a student in York University's BFA program. So one question we always get from students is about what actually belongs in their portfolio and how do they decide which works of art to include. So you see 2 examples here. One is a figure drawing where it's very clear that somebody did a quick pose for the artist, and the artist took maybe 30 seconds on each figure to draw this overlapping figure on the piece of paper. The other one is obviously a portraiture piece, which has taken the artist probably in the range of 4 to 5 hours. If you were to ask me which one of these portraits or which one of these works of art belong in your portfolio, I'd actually say both belong. The figure drawing piece shows me that you can draw from the world around you, that you can work quickly and dynamically, whereas the portraiture piece demonstrates that you can invest a prolonged amount of time into a single work of art and be really committed to capturing the rendering. Another thing I always tell students when they're putting their application together is include a still life in their portfolio. Now, I know that still life can be one of the most boring things to draw or paint. However, as an evaluator, it allows me to get a sense of your ability to paint or draw from the physical world around you. It gives me a sense that you can work with volume, shade, line, and lighting to create a realistic depiction of actual objects. This is an extremely crucial skill to be able to demonstrate, and including this in your portfolio is going to increase your chances of being a successful application to our program. One of the 8 works of art that you need to include in your portfolio is going to be a sketchbook. What your sketchbook looks like is up to you. The key thing here is that the sketchbook should demonstrate your commitment to thinking about the world in a visual way. When we're looking at your sketchbook, we're not looking at quality, it's more about the quantity. In terms of submitting your sketchbook, there's 2 options. You can choose 8 to 10 pages from your sketchbook, scan or take a photograph of those pages, collage them together into a single JPEG or a PDF and upload that as your sketchbook. Or alternately, you can shoot a short 10 to 15 second video of you flipping through your sketchbook on screen and upload that as your sketchbook submission. In closing, when we're evaluating your portfolio, we're really looking for evidence of diversity and a willingness to experiment across different medium. You're going to be evaluated on both imagination and technical skill, so really give some thought to the works you're including in your portfolio. Good luck. We look forward to seeing your portfolio.